Yeah, big time win for the guys. Extremely proud of one, Joe Kuzansky getting called at the last minute, not knowing if he was going to start the game or not, coming in and throwing 4 touchdowns. It's a great performance by him. Great job protecting them, receivers making plays for him. And we feel confident. We feel confident that Joe can get the job done. He showed that today. Defense, creating turnovers, getting the ball back, keeping those guys out of the end zone for the most part. Again, just a great overall team effort. Special teams showed up. So, again, top to bottom, complete win. Didn't play our best ball at times. Still some things to clean up, but all in all, really good road win. One of our season goals was to beat all of our rivals. And FAU, Western, and Middle Tennessee were those 3 teams that we deemed our true rivals. And to be able to come out of the season 3-0 against those guys is a huge testament to these guys and great for the foundation of this program. So great win. I saw a lot of familiar faces back here in Murfreesboro, brought back some memories. But again, it feels a lot better to walk out with a big win.
I dropped this on Joe and I'll drop it on you. I know you expected him to be able to step up and play well, but he accounted for 5 touchdowns in the game today. He's the first player in the history of FIU football to account for 5 touchdowns in a game. So
wow.
What does that mean to have a guy, you were confident that he'd be able to step up, but stepping up like that?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, again, Joe's a veteran guy, right? He's played a lot of snaps. I mean, after the first couple of drives, he was a little nervous. When he walked up, I told him, I said, Joe, you've been here before. You started all last season, so this is your first rodeo. So he settled down, made some big-time plays there, but did a really great job. And account for 5 touchdowns. Really could have been 6. Had a drop touchdown there late by Kyle, and I know he wanted to get that one back. But again, gives us a lot of confidence moving forward the rest of the season. With 2 quarterbacks, they can get the job done. So again, happy for Joe. He's earned it. He deserves it. And but a testament to his character, his work ethic, always having that next man up mentality. And again, he showed tonight why we were very excited to get Joe in the offseason.
Questions for Coach?
Talk a little bit about JoJo Stoneham with the touchdown, kind of getting it going now these last 2 games. What's how important is he going to be moving forward, and just his night today?
Yeah, I mean, Joe's continuing to make plays. JoJo's continuing to make plays for us. He's a playmaker. Again, he's feeling more and more comfortable in the offense, and his playmaking ability is showing up. So as we hit this November stretch, we're definitely going to need him and the other guys to continue to make plays. Not running the ball as well as we have. So teams, I think, are really committed to stopping the run. So it's going to open up things in the passing game, and we're going to continue to need JoJo, AP, Kyle, McGuire, those guys, even the tight ends. Dallas Payne with a big touchdown catch there down the seam to continue to help us in the passing game to hopefully give us a more balanced offense.
Felt like last week the defense was really one big play away from having a big turnover. This week, 3 turnovers, all forced fumbles. How big was that for you guys?
Just huge. Definitely huge to create those turnovers. Deuce getting the interception there late. Bobby kicking myself. He had a turnover and then got taken from him. But again, just being opportunistic. Those guys flying around. The football gods reward defenses that fly around, and the ball just finds its way to your hands. So again, being able to knock the ball out, create those fumbles, and have a chance to recover those is what this defense really can be. And we talked about getting back to their identity and who they truly are, and they showed tonight, with the exception of a couple busted plays there for touchdowns, that it was a pretty dominant effort by those guys.
We really hadn't seen a team throw at Deuce as much as kind of Middle was. How nice was it to see him finally get the interception? We know his stats are misleading because not a lot of teams throw at him. Today it seemed like it was the most that they kind of thrown. How satisfying was it for you to see him get that interception and the run back?
Really, really good. I know it's great for him too. He has confidence. Having played the last few weeks, a little bit timid, I believe, at times, but to really accept the challenge today, had some really contested throws. Even the ones they caught, he was right there on it. And that's the difference between success and excellence. From most people look at that as unsuccessful. The guy caught the ball, but it was an excellent rep, excellent coverage. Tried to shoot his hands through the ball. Guy just made a great catch. And for him to continue to play with that confidence, knowing that the ball was going to eventually find him, again, shows the type of playmaking ability that he has.
I guess how close was T1 to maybe even playing tonight, and do you expect him to start next week against Liberty?
I think it was one of those deals where if he had to go, he could have. But again, we have full confidence in Joe. He has full confidence in Joe, and so being that we had a quarterback that we felt can go in and help us win, really allowed him to not have to force it back, force himself out there. So again, unselfish by him. And of course we'll go in and assess next week and who gives us the best chance to move, and maybe Lights, maybe Joe, maybe both of them. But we'll make that determination. We'll celebrate tonight and we'll enjoy it, and then we'll get back to figuring out what gives us the best chance to win tomorrow.
I know you've talked about wanting your team to finish. They pulled within 3 points there kind of late in the third quarter. You guys responded with 4 touchdown drives and a field goal drive over 7 minutes and 31 seconds of the game. Just talk about A, the explosive nature of the offense there, and B, your guys' ability to finish the game tonight.
Oh, it was huge. We talk about winning that fourth quarter, and the guys really did that. Just dug in, and defense created some turnovers. Offense, we began to establish the run, wear them down a little bit. Joe, continued to make big-time throws, and receivers made some big-time plays. So, again, to be able to put back-to-back-to-back drives like that really, put the game away. So, a testament to the guys and how they focus and locked in. Playing on the road is tough, and we were able to come into an environment that, in a close game, really showed that we can be resilient. I'm proud of the guys for that.
Coach, you matched the win total of the last couple of years here at FIU. What's the next step here now? In this last stretch, 2 home games to go back on the road. Liberty, pretty good teams. Just what do you guys? What do you need to see out of this team now moving forward to make sure you surpass that win total?
Well, we talked to the guys. People remember November, and so for us, we want to know in November, and the goal now is to be 1-0 after next week, right? And so just celebrating, enjoying it tonight, and then coming back laser focused, ready to take on a really good Liberty team. It's homecoming for us. We dropped the last couple at home, so we're due to win a big game at home. And I'm looking forward to going against a Liberty team that's playing good football, but we showed today that we can play good football as well.
Two-sided thing, just message to Panther Nation for those that showed up and showed out for the team here in Murfreesboro, and then what do we need to expect from Panther Nation next week on Saturday in homecoming and a huge game against Liberty? Yeah,
definitely excited about the fans that were able to come up and support the guys. Being a Road Warrior team, a Road Warrior fan base, it's part of the culture that we're building here. And so really excited to see that, but of course, it's homecoming. So it's homecoming, we have a huge game, get us closer to that win total that we need to get bowl eligible, and will be a huge game for us to really gain some momentum. So definitely want to see Panther Nation show up strong and get behind these guys, make Pitbull Stadium definitely a place to play for Liberty next week.
Obviously, he was out of hand at that point, but how important was it for you to get those freshmen in there? And Sterling, Kenny, we got him see that play, and even Zach Waters has been here for a while.
Yeah, just excited to see those young guys get in. They've earned it. They worked their tails off. And you see how excited the team is to see those guys get in and touch the ball. So they're the future of this program, and they remember those reps. But they're going to be really good players for us in the future.
One more for Coach.
Real quick, I don't want to let this finish without talking about Park. How gratifying was it, knowing the injuries he's battled through this year, to come back, play that role, get 2 forced fumbles today? He was everywhere.
Oh, no doubt about it. That's the type of playmaking ability that he showed us when we got here. So happy to see him get back healthy, and we can continue that, because we're going to need that speed and athleticism from him. But Chaney's playing great football all year. Of course, Josiah's come in and play really good ball, but to see Perk get in there and make some plays was really gratifying.
Yeah, I mean, it was an unbelievable team effort. We had a big emphasis on the week as an offense, as points off of turnovers and points in the red zone. We did a really good job of that, and the defense was unbelievable. I don't know how many turnovers they forced today, but I mean, our starting field position was unreal. We got the ball in such an advantageous position so many times. So just shout out the defense for that. Offensive line played their hearts out, man. They did a really good job protecting me, opening up lanes to run the ball, especially late in the game. And I would like to, thank my teammates and my coaching for the belief that they had in me today. All over the field, before the game, coaches, teammates, they all, put their trust in me, and it's a really good feeling when your teammates and your coaches believe in you. So I'm just, grateful for this opportunity, and it was a great team win, and I'm just excited to, see where this thing goes.
We know you're a selfless guy, but you accounted for 5 touchdowns today. No one in the history of FIU football has ever accounted for 5 touchdowns in a game. What's that mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, that's unbelievable. I didn't know that. That's exciting to hear. But I mean, we had so many guys make so many plays today. You just can't do it without him. Alex Berry had a wonderful day. Dallas Payne, he's out there with one hand catching touchdowns. JoJo Stone, he went down early. But what playmakers we have on this offense. It's just so awesome to see, and I'm just so grateful to be here.
Questions for Joe?
Joe, when did you find out you'd be starting, and just what was your initial reaction to that?
Yeah, I found out early this morning, right about after breakfast, and I just, immediately a smile went on my face. I've been waiting for this opportunity for a while. There's nothing like playing football, and just for the coaches to give me this opportunity to trust in me, it means the world. My mom came, my grandparents came, my sister came, so that was really cool for them to see and watch that. And I'm just excited, excited for the guys, excited for this team. What a win!
Was that the first time they've been here to watch you play?
They come to all the games, but we had a little thing going where, you know, especially last year, I only played good games when they didn't show up. So it was nice to finally play a good one where they showed up. But yeah, that was awesome.
Got off to a little bit of a slow start. What was your adjustments? When do you think it really started clicking for you guys?
So I got absolutely smoked on I believe they called roughing the passer on it, and that kind of got me into the game. Woke me up a little bit, just settled me in, and you know, just my teammates and coaches, they, you know, constantly put their belief in me. Coach Simmons, you know, calling plays, pushing the ball down the field. You know, that's a great feeling, you know, coming in as a reserve. To have that, you know, have your coaches have that trust in you. So yeah, I mean, once we settled in and got going, I mean, it felt like there's no stopping us.
Take us through the Dallas Payne touchdown and what you saw and what an incredible play he made.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about Dallas Payne. I'd like to, you know, see, you know, the combined age where that stands in NCAA football. I don't, you know, Dallas is old. Super old. I'm old, so that was awesome to see that. I mean, he's out there with one hand. Dallas is my guy. I can't say enough about him as a person, as a teammate. He's always been a big supporter of me, and you know, we just ran a little bubble and go, and I saw Dallas one-on-one, one-on-ones, one-on-none, especially with, you know, Fat Zero over there. So.
One or two more for Joe.
What was the support from Keywan like on the sideline, Joe?
I mean, Keywan's been great. Our quarterback room is unbelievable. You know, from Coach Coleman, Coach Henry, all the guys, Zach, C5, Clayton, Keywan. I mean, we're such a close-knit group. We all live together. So that's something that's built in super close. And I can't say enough about the support from my quarterbacks, and especially Keywan. You know, he was with me, you know, every step of the way, giving me advice, dapping me up, telling me to keep going if I made a bad play. And you know, that's super awesome to hear. And it really picks you up. So it was great to see that support.
Last one for me, JoJo Stone, a guy who worked with a lot during the fall, just being on the second teams. How cool was that, getting that touchdown, and then him kind of getting it going a little bit now these last 2 games? Just what have you seen from him?
Yeah, I mean, JoJo's an unbelievable athlete, unbelievable football player. It's been great to see his development over the past couple months coming in as a transfer. You know, we work together a lot, and you know, his ability to really start understanding the game has, you know, really taken off. And I'm super proud of him. He's just a playmaker. I mean, that hurdle was unbelievable. You know, just get the ball in his hands, and you know, he does great things. So I'm super proud of JoJo. I can't wait to keep working with him. He's an unbelievable player.
Anything else for Joe?
Real quick, Joe, on that fake run, their entire defense, for whatever reason, didn't consider the idea that you still had the ball. Yeah. How big was the smile on your face when you got to take off down the field?
I mean, I was shocked, honestly. I pulled the ball and there was nobody there. But I mean, you know, that's the great part about this offense. You know, people have a hard time with that run scheme. That's schemed up. It's supposed to be like that. And when it works like it's supposed to do, I mean, it's just unbelievable. Great play call, great execution. Just, you know, unbelievable feeling to get in the open field. I don't get in the open field much, so that was a good feeling. Yeah.
All good? Yep. All right, Joe. Congrats.
I feel like, you know, defensively we came out a little slow in the first half, but the second half we got challenged and step it up. Everybody feel like they did 111 to get this win.
Questions for Deuce?
Yeah, just take us through the interception, first one of the year. As Darren kind of noted.
By the time I got it, yeah. But, you know, I just seen, you know, we was in the cover 3 coverage, so I seen the route coming, ain't gonna lie, so I anticipated that and high pointed the ball and tried to get in the end zone.
I know your defensive coaches preach the idea of, okay, we can make a play, but let's get the ball out. Yeah. How cool was that to see that come to fruition tonight? 3 forced fumbles, right? And then there was another forced fumble that Josiah was almost able to get on top of Mr. Clark with the peanut punch. I mean, you guys were out there.
Those turnovers were like the thing of the game.
Yep.
I feel like that changed the game. So if you get turnovers, you know you win the game.
Just like for you, were you a little surprised that they were targeting you that much in this one, especially after what we've seen, you know, in prior years for you, and even this year they haven't targeted you that much?
I mean, you know, I go into the game every week thinking I'm going to get targeted every pass play, so I want to make sure I keep that mindset so I'm ready whenever the ball comes my way.
Kind of to that point, a lot of those were those little hitch routes, right? Where you guys want to give those up, make them snap it again. How do you kind of stay locked in, giving up those little 2-yarders, knowing that that's okay, that's the point?
Yeah, you know, Coach really preach every week, you know, play the next play. So, you know, they catch you, play the next play. If that play over with, can't do nothing about it. So.
You've been around here at FIU for a while. You've been kind of ticking some things off. This team has been this season. You got to win against Western Kentucky on the road. That hasn't happened in a while. You got to win against Middle Tennessee. That hasn't happened in a while. You got to win against Florida Atlantic. What is your message to the defense, the team, as a leader, as I know you're going to take it one game at a time as you guys try to push for that 6-win
We gotta
threshold.
keep that momentum rolling. You know, like you said, I never beat none of the rivals. Like I think one time last year, Middle Tennessee. So.
All 3 of those victories snapped 6-game losing streaks to those teams.
Yeah, so that's a blessing, you know. But we gotta keep that momentum rolling to the next week against Liberty.
What's the message to Panther Nation as we go into homecoming then?
Oh, Panther Nation, pop up. We gonna play y'all show. Y'all show me homecoming against Liberty, man. Balls up.
Real
Love
quick.
it.
We used to give you grief on the pass breakups, right? You got to keep it in your hands. Got to keep it in your hands. How good did it feel this time? It stayed in your hands. You got
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. High playing that ball, man. I was trying to get in the end zone, but next time.
I was just gonna say, when you saw that, you had the interception, you see daylight. Were you hoping you were hoping for that
I was trying
touchdown,
to set
right?
my blocks up. I seen Mr. hit a block. I was trying to cut, go back and run that days. I seen the big lineman come out like, oh, but next time I got y'all for sure.
I love it.
All right.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate you.